Weeks Landy aho, ko turf, ko big fucking turf. Mauri ora, I got my squint on. I wish that I'd told Stone about it and asked her if she'd moderate, but here we are. So here I am, lovely, nice and live, and that crackling you can hear in the background is my kitten. He's got himself his frog cave and it's making a hoo of a noise. Sorry about that. I'll see if I can get it off him. There's no one here, so ka pai. Won't be a minute. Every live stream, Shady. Sorry, darling, you'll have to play with that after the stream. Hikama. Hello, darling. Hello, my friends. Happy Mother's Day to us all. Mauri ora, mama, whaia, auntie, mother, oma, nonna, and all the mama words everywhere, every language, every person on earth. You know we came out of a woman, every single one. So I salute you, I bless you, and offer you mwah today. And everyone who's not a mum and doesn't want to be a mum, all the women that don't, that's kei te pai too. Welcome. Hello, Stones. And to you, Sarah and Stone. Oh, Shady, my God, I had to take his froggy cave off him. It's a little cave made out of, it's lined with cellophane. Makes a hoo of a noise. So, as I say, happy Mother's Day. I had the best day today. My beautiful friends, the Bleeders, came to hang out with Jathan, sing some songs. Hope you like them. One we wrote in about a minute or two because I did want to do, I bet you can hear my fucking washing machine too. Sounds like it's going to be launched, but we were going to do Walking on the Moon. Giant steps are what you take, 'cause you are a troon. My legs hope you don't break, 'cause you are a troon. And so on. Hell, yeah, it sounds like it's going to be launched, and they're torturing those clothes, asking them for information, because they're just clothes, but the spinning they're getting, hika ma. So Jathan and the Bleeders continue their unbelievable rehearsal strategies. And, yeah, we don't want to waste any time rehearsing, eh, girls? We just get on with it. Thank you to my friends who are such good sports to do this. They've been buying wigs. Bought me a wig today. Bought it out. I'm so blessed. And you'll see that when Liz Kuri comes for a visit. That Quisling. And hold the line. I think we're in for some big changes. Big changes coming. Because we've simply said, fuck off. That's enough now. I rejoined Twitter. I've had to delete some tweets, everyone. I've already had a week on the step and I've had to, you know, play nicely and agree to play nicely. And it's like, really, in all of the hallways and corridors of Twitter, it is fuck you, you lying pieces of shit. They're saying it a bit nicer than me. A lot of people are saying it more eloquently and that, but I've been here for so long, whānau, I'm tired. So it's, yeah, the storm is building. That's right, Stone. We are the storm. We are the storm. Oh, I don't know why you can't chat in the live, sister. I'm not sure if I can. I'm probably trolls. I don't tell the trolls. They'll come and just spam us because I don't have a moderator. Sorry. But Landy's here and can't chat. Sorry, it seems. Fuck, stink one to a cunner. But yes, Twitter and in life. Everything needs a good spin. Yeah, well, the week we had with the Disinformation Project, all I could do was laugh because it seems the media are doubling down and they're tripling down, and like the Free Speech Union, they hired an excavator. I had a lovely Mother's Day. My son came home with a little present for me, but it was his presence and being home today and just chilling with us. And then, what happened with him? Oh, Ethan, his friend when he was 9, rang and wished me happy Mother's Day, and his other friend came round, and all his friends wished me a happy Mother's Day too. So that was pretty lovely. And yeah, just block them, eh, Sarah? Like, mock and block, and life's too short. Because people say, oh, don't feed the troll, but it's quite fun sometimes. So I know Twitter's not real, but it really is a bit of a distorted mirror back of what's happening. And I have seen consistent pushback, and it's a bit like, when two liquids get together, and the bigger liquid just goes whoop, and it mingles, and it's all, back to normal again. Well, I think that's what's going to be happening with us. Linda, hello. Nice to see you. Hope you've all had a wonderful Mama's Day. And it's been nice to be back on Twitter. Feels like it has changed, and the narrative has changed. Posey Parker, Kelly J, and Auckland, Albert Park. The build-up was in Australia, and it was getting progressively worse. And here we are, like, you saw those cosplay Nazis. They look like extras from Baz Luhrmann's Moulin Rouge, if I'm honest. Look, they were press X to doubt. Those Nazis that turned up at the women's rally. You go and have a look at the Nazis, the right wing. There are white-ring white supremacists marching in Paris. You'll have to go to alternative media, because there is no depression in New Zealand. That's blam, 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 for anyone who wants to look that up. That's a song by Don McGlashan, and he became the Mutton Birds and lots of other things. Very clever man. So there was a warm-up. It was like these warm-up bands in Australia, Posey come, but they looked like the Moulin Rouge cosplay Nazi when you order them off Wish or something. You go and have a look at the dudes marching in Paris right now, and the ones that were marching against the immigrants in Australia recently. I'm sorry, I don't know the town. But, hell. Well, we've got sponsors. Krista, no reason why she fell can't have, the man with the pronouns of she fell can't have groupies. And yes to you too, fair old cat. All of you, I really am. Thanks for following me on Twitter if you do. I'm on Christine Goiki tomorrow in the morning. And we see that the gaslighting continues. It's not here. I see on Twitter they're tripling and quadrupling down. It's going to be in fucking exponents of 10 soon, that they are really, and when I say they, it's the media, the politicians, and that lamestream media, they've got their tongue firmly up in the cheek of the trans lobby. And I think there's a big fight coming, Whānau. It's going to be a big fight. This is an ideological battle, but it is going to come into it is real world battle. The ideology is so insidious, and they've come for the words, because whoever controls the words controls the debate. You control everything. You control the atmosphere. And that's why words matter. And that sticks and stones will break my bones, and names will never hurt me. Well, that's not really true. And I know they are only words in other ways. It's that dichotomy of that. But words, why do you think girls are anorexic? Why do you think boys are hating themselves? Why do you think, there's that problem? Because words are powerful. And it's something, the tentacles again, back to that WEF agenda, the top 10% need to just be. Oh, yeah, the Troons are finding that out, Sarah? My mean words on Twitter. People are upset at my mean words on Twitter. Troons and trannies are going, ree, and reporting me. There's a man who looks like Doris fucking Karloff. He says he is a woman, and his name is Kira, at Kira. His profile is he's a living miracle or something because he's a prem baby, and it's fucking hell, mate. He looks like Doris Karloff. And he told me he was going to report my words to the police. I said, go ahead, go and report me for fucking mean words. You are a dreadnought. Jesus, sorry, jeebus. For the people that still follow the man on the cross, good on you, Katie boy. I don't. No problem, reporting people for mean words, for saying you look like a dreadnought or a linebacker in London. Christ, you're built like a fridge. And perfectly happy to pose with a baseball bat saying, I will bash anyone that says that. Dylan Mulvaney, the gaslighting motherfucker, telling us that it hurts so much to be called a man, it should be illegal. This is a massive psyops gaslighting operation. It fucking is. It is huge, bigly, as our orange friend would say. Please don't take that as an endorsement of 45. Just, I am a fucking mocker. So, yes, that's right, Krista. Words are important, and I quote Confucius a lot, but his quote is, if names be not correct, then language is not in accordance with the truth of things. And I can call my Demio a Bentley, but it's not a luxury car. But we are up against the Fourth Estate in New Zealand, but in New Zealand here, but everywhere, people reporting, why was everyone upset about the swimming fridge, Leah Thomas, in the pool? What's wrong with her? And they're continuing to call him her. And, oh, look, I've got a view message. It's, oh, no. It's like, I like the man slab and cockfrocker. Linda, I'm going to show that one. Oh, hikama. Oh, thank you, darlings. There is a moderator. Yeah, I see, even YouTube, just there. Linda said, I like the man slab and cockfrocker. They are accurate terms. I haven't wished death on anyone. I haven't told you or given instructions to them, except maybe to have a shower or tidy your fucking bathroom. And my passing lane, I did a passing lane video. Yeah, you valid, you passed. Don't ever tidy up. We want to see the real you. Things like that. Mockery and scorn. So we have the Ministry of Truth. We have, these stupid things that are happening, and it's coming from on high because the fish rots from the head down. Someone took issue today on Twitter, not took issue, but, said, hey, no, we aren't hated. There is a wave here of anti-Māori sentiment. And I said hate, but it is. There's this low level, and when you've been subjected to it before, you recognise it again, and it does come in cycles. It's just how it is, and I think it's part of the human condition. In the 1980s, our parents, Di and Philippa and I, and our brothers, our parents lived in Newlands, a little suburb in Wellington, and up in Paparangi, there's a lovely old house that was made into a marae, and the land had been purchased, and a marae was being built. So this old house, it's lovely, nice sash, those old sash windows, and ting, was firebombed twice in the 1980s here in Wellington, Wellington. Mum was sewing curtains, and she, used to do it up there, and yeah, so not for you. And we did prevail, not just my mum and dad, but all the people that helped build that marae. They did it despite that. Dad would go up and guard Mum at night. If she had to go up there at night, he'd go up, and no love, you want to sew your curtains up there and measure them and all that. So that's in the 1980s. And in our lifetime, our mum was called terrible things, bigger and black bitch, and that was quite regular. We also, our dad, when I was little, I didn't know because I was only little, but, being told because brothers and sisters, we talk about where we come from, and that, especially my sisters. Dad had to get our flats and accommodations because he was English. And then they'd see there was this lovely, beautiful native woman and 7 little children behind her. Imagine that. Their face fell, I suppose. Just, we try and rise above that. And one of my kui from my weaving group, my old weaving group, said to me, she says, I don't really focus on them, my girl. No, I don't spend a lot of time on them. I spend my time on the reo and my babies and looking after my children, and, not in a separatist way, but just that's where she spends her energy, because there's always been this prevailing ugliness that sort of comes in waves sometimes. So we rise above that, because if it truly was about just Maoris or just Indians or just Afro-Americans or whatever flavour, there'd be no poor white people, there'd be no struggling Irishmen, there'd be no Scotsmen going hungry. There wouldn't be any wifeys up there in Scotland fit like McQuine, but there'd be no wifeys in there worrying about stuff. This is a class issue. Oh, Anna. Mwah. Hi, sweetie pea. Happy Mama's Day to you. And every time I see one of these people, I think, I would bury my finger in their eye to save your baby, because you write about her and you talk about her with such joy. And I know that that's a devoted mum. So, we've got to rise above the class issue, the colour thing. It's not about colour. It's never about race. There's been terrible divide and rule, and the Black Lives Matter bastards and the Antifa, all of that. So, yeah, bit of a ramble, but, Mother's Day, I'm back on Twitter for how long, I don't know. But also, I think we need to hold the line now, and this is where we need to dig in, because it's going to, I keep saying I don't want to sound stink, like it's going to get worse before it gets better. That's why I'm writing silly songs and fun songs to jolly myself along, and my friends help me out there. Good sports, eh? And you see the different words and that, so yeah, that little ramble about the race thing, we have put up with that, and it comes in cycles. And these situations are taken advantage of by politicians and the people in power. Because, it's easy to say those bloody Maoris. It's easy to say, oh, I don't like those dallies down the road, or da-da-da, insert whatever, And on Mother's Day, I call to you all, because, we aren't even angry yet. I've been angry a long time because I'm socially maladjusted and don't like people. But, they haven't seen women's fury yet. We haven't even got to fury. We're not even fucking warm yet. That's what's making me smile through all of it, through these fucking outrages of these bastard media, lickspittle toadies, sitting there taking the money and saying this man had his uterus removed, and now he's whinging about the service that won't tell him about a service he doesn't need anymore because he doesn't have a uterus. You gaslighting bastards, Radio New Zealand. New Zealand Herald, I copy them in on some of that yuck stuff that Redux dive into. Genevieve Gluck, face of an angel, ovaries of steel. She looks into the abyss so we don't have to. And we will tap this collective power of the women. The class, it's going to be us bitches in the ditches, Stone, and the wenches in the trenches, that the people getting our hands dirty. And it's easy to divide and rule. There'll be useful idiots coming along. I think Stella O'Malley's a useful idiot. The bald man, Michael Biggs, is it Michael Biggs? Fucking wanker. Anyway, him, telling us we'll put up with a messy compromise. These people are, here's your toast, and now we're going to eat it in front of you. Are you hungry? Do you want breakfast? Here's some toast, and look, there's some crumbs you can lick off the plate. No. That's my plate. And I'll be getting my own loaf, thank you. You don't dish out my loaves and my fucking bits of bread. There can be no quarter. There can be no compromise. Hi, Tumblebug. Happy Mother's Day to you all, wherever you are. I'm going to get some sleep and then I'm going to get up and watch Birmingham. We are at a unique point in history and I can sleep tomorrow. Oh, look, and I'm going to drop another. I'm at Christina Goiki tomorrow morning, drunk turf chat. I might even have a glass of wine. It's morning time and breakfast time, but I might have a champagne breakfast tomorrow with Christina. Oh, I had a lovely roast lamb today. Thank you for the mint jelly, Lee. That was yum. So there's a few of you here. So, you know, through all the outrages of Dylan, you know, cosplaying and pretending to be hurt by being called a man, that guy is on his knees. He's got his own kneeling pads. He's so gay. Fuck, like we cannot see that, bro. And, you know, Leah and all the other sporting outrages, that middle-aged fuck, holy hell, you know. Together, forward. And never mind the men like old hoppo fucking dads against groomers or whatever. The song, Natalie Merchant's song, Build a Levee, that song comes to mind because there will be people who say they're allies and not really, and they are. Thank you so much for all joining in. And look, there's over 20 of you, so I'm going to say I'm launching TAW, Turfs Across the Water. It's a group you can join. It's a very passive group. You don't have to do much, but say that you're a member of the Turfs Across the Water. We'll meet up once a month on a Zoomy thing or whatever to discuss any strategy you might put forward to help me, and we will be the group Turfs Across the Water. Stone is one of the first members I asked. I need a few of you in different countries to join. Oh, sorry, we've got to make the sign of the hoodie too. Yes, have you made the sign of the hoodie? All of yous. So yes, please, all you have to do to be a member of Turfs Across the Water is say, I'm a member of Turfs Across the Water. And when Rex Landy makes a submission to her parliament in New Zealand, she speaks for me. Because it's important that we stay informed about all the things that are going on. You can join here or overseas, but Turfs Across the Water, you're going to be my group. And you know how I get 5 minutes to speak? With my new group, I'll have 10. 10 long minutes. I don't know how long that is in turf time, whānau. But yes, thank you, Krista. Everyone who wants to sign up, make the sign of the hoodie. That's how we know you're in Turfs Across the Water, as well as a general white supremacist. Fucking clown world. That woman who, you know, old woman. So, yes, Turfs Across the Water has been launched and formed here tonight. We made the sign of the hoodie. And that is how I'm going to get 10 minutes for our government. Won't they be happy? So thank you very much. I'll be on. Yeah, I know. I'm going to get up and watch Birmingham because it is history. It's an important and pivotal time. Ireland is fucked. You know, they went from transubstantiation to transubstantiation. That, you know, lots of places. And as I say, I think it's going to have to fall and crumble. Thank you all for making that sign of the hoodie. That's the one. What fun we had today, Lee. Hey, cousin, hey. And more action. We've got more action planned. New Zealand Turfs. I don't play well with others. I'm an exceedingly strange, difficult, uphill person, you know, and those are my good points. So I don't really play well with other groups. I am going to make I unreservedly support Mana Wahine Kōrero though, and I unreservedly support, Stone and other women, lots of other women. There are some people I can't work with. Sorry about that. So you have to find the allies that resonate for you, the ones that you like, the ones that have, the things in common that you're fighting in this, because we're all fighting a different strand. And some people, like I say, Genevieve Gluck is across quite a lot of the perversions, and Jennifer Balek is across a lot of the money, and oh my word, no good. Train strikes. You see, this onslaught, it's not just this ideological battle for the words that define reality, because biology defines reality. That's the top and the bottom of it. Biology defines reality, and if we let them, if not let, it's not about let them, but yeah, we'll let them. We have to fight. There is a fight coming. Wasn't she adjusting her hoodie? Or, no, she doesn't want men's dick in women's spaces, so she must be a bigot and a Nazi. But I really do believe that a storm is coming, and we haven't even started to access our rage, our women's rage. And I believe we're in mass formation psychosis. It's not just, it's not just this repeating the mantras and trans women are women and da-da-da-da-da. It's through all of the inculcation and the repetition and the propaganda and the relentless pursuit of it that people have been broken down. But hikama, it is, it is a many-pronged attack, relentless, all of them. This WEF agenda, the UN, the alphabet people need to be absolutely just shut down, shut them all down. And I believe there will be a very stern confrontation between the elites, shall we say, and the working class. I've talked quite openly about Notre Dame and how I'd like to see that happen for the top 10%. Notre Dame them, or WEF next time they're at Davos, just Notre Dame them, because the top 10% are just out of control everywhere. And it's, in New Zealand, that I was talking about that, alluding about this cyclic problem, but it's being capitalized upon, the perceived racism and those bloody Maoris, but it's because the elites are out of control, and us at the bottom, are the ones that bear the flack. And that's it, cuz. We do not realise how fucking powerful we are. There was an ad here in New Zealand for a telecoms company, Spark, and this white man, I think I've talked about this, and he was in big gold chains and in a shell tracksuit, this white man with a porn star moustache, and he was, I'm a giganeer, with all these, terrible mockery and stereotypes. But he said, I'm a giganeer, blah, 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 blah. And it lasted 2 days because people just said to themselves, that is fucking shit and we don't like it. It took 2 days. And yes, they're picking off, I do believe that the clot shot, the psyops, take the medicine, don't take the medicine, but believe me, the whole problem with the lockdowns has destroyed the social fabric of New Zealand. It really has. When we had that WEF scum Cindy Hardon in, WEF scum puppet Cindy Hardon, first of that name, Prime Sinister, that destroyed our country and instituted apartheid. You're going to have a two-tier society. Yes, that's right, she said, laughing and sniffing her fucking nose. Things go better with, don't they, Cindy? So, top 10, It's like with trees. You don't cut the roots off the trees when they get out of control, don't you? You cut the top off. And Australia, you're right. Stone, absolutely. Cut the top off. When a nice stew and a soup is being made, when you're boiling things, the scum rises and you take it off the top. And the elites really are out of control. Did you see that French art the other day? Somebody went and defaced it, and was it Macron who said, no, you mustn't deface art. That is not art when it shows a young child and a man engaged in sexual congress. That is, you need to go and have a word with the artist, and the word needs to be buried. I think it's not art. It's not art. That is the elites openly fucking thumbing their noses at us. That is what it is. They are fucking laughing at us now. Look at that Balenciaga shit. Where did that go? Celine Dion, old Pinocchio herself. You and your fucking, what was it called? Who knew? Who knew? That's right. And we need to access this rage and that, because there are a lot of very nice people there still not peaked and still, well, semi-peaked. And that's true. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. But this is embedded in the heart of our government and media. And that's right, JH. It was the lockdowns caused the damage. Now there's us and them, and the brown shirts were handed out. There were people that were happy to lock us out, and I don't care how many times I repeat this. My sister was left on the side of the road in 28-degree heat with a 3-year-old child because she had exercised her tino rangatiratanga. Her right to not have an experimental medicine. And people were happy about that. We had so many picnics because we did not want to say to our taonga, our treasure, our moko little muki, that, we were locked out of society and we were lepers. So, fuck you. It's very hard for me. It's very hard for me to forgive that when people, say, yeah, oh, well, it wasn't that bad. Auckland was locked down for fucking months. That was an exercise in compliance, and Stone has said it, and I'm going to repeat it. So sorry, I'm repeating it, I suppose, Stone. But Stone and I was talking, and she posited that Australia and New Zealand were locked down super duper hard because we are quite casual about the authority when we get the bit between our teeth, when we, oh, kia ora, mana wahine kōrero, Paul Māori, yeah, happy Mama's Day. Mwah. So, oh, am I still there? Oh, something went wrong. I hope I'm still live. I'll carry on talking because I'm lost my flow there. I got interrupted with something, but yeah, it's going to take all hands, and it's going to be a long fight because, like we said, the rainbow people, but Stone, it's what Stone the Crone was saying. Oh, what Stone was saying about Australia and New Zealand being shut down really, really hard because we are the people that will rise up. We're only a couple of 100 years old. We're young countries, and we are, no, that's not right. So that was deliberate. And when the Prime Minister's squeeze said, don't let your children and grandchildren come to your house, I just hope he burns. How dare you? How fucking dare you? It's not okay. So, oh, look, that the washing machine was going off. My cat found his little cellophane tunnel when we first started. I think it might be the chat that's buggered. I can't see the chat anymore. Hope you can still see me. But I hope you've had the most lovely Mother's Day, and you women on the other side of the world are just starting your Mother's Day. I hope you get treated like the queens you are. And I will see you at Birmingham in a few hours. because it's really important, I think, solidarity, but also history is being made. We are turning the tide, and, you know, there's our queen, Kelly J. Queen, Kelly J. Keen. Way to go, you know, and we are allied, and people are shoulder to shoulder with people that, you know, wouldn't piss on us if we were on fire. And you don't have to work very closely with people that you don't care for. Like, I don't listen to a lot of men. I listen to Mr. Menno and William Ferguson and the state media and Glenna from time to time, but I don't plug into men. They don't plug into me. I suppose that's why they call it menopause. So I do believe there's something in that stone, but we're going to have to hold the line and start doubling down on turf action, because we aren't going anywhere. Permission has been given, and it's coming. The backlash is coming. So, Māori order, never surrender.